Good day and welcome to the program Midday Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And we see most of the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. My name is Stan Soare, where they bring this edition of the program Midday Show come to you. Like all time inside this program, we get plenty news, information, and entertainment. So do with me for the next 1 hour. Inside the program today, we go talk to the Executive Director for Hand-on Development and Social Transformation, Piluya Grace Nola. We get for can talk about the thing that we don't do for reduce plastic waste of return. The program na Midday Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We they start to look at issue them inside the program. The Sierra Leone custom breakers na body we done the work na the custom section na what a key for make sure say people will they bring thing them na salon able get an easy one without without any problem. And according to the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Customs Breakers, Saidu Abbas Doumbia say the organization then key rule na for support the National Revenue Authority for able get a couple and meet the revenue target. It talk more to reporter Usman Kamara inside this interview.
We organization where we establish and come into effect on the 13th of March 1995. They serve as a go-between as well as a mediator in the supply chain. Within this mean, we're responsible for import clearance, export, transits, and shipments, and we help government for raise revenue and facilitate trade. We also serve as a link to other institutions like NIA, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Trade, and departments as well as agencies for ensure that we facilitate trade and make sure say government raise the much needed revenue.
All right. Now let's look at the membership. What must member them, comprise of this organization?
We membership divided into two. We get the agency membership, then licensed companies as well as agencies. We don't go through customs formalities. We custom get license. Specifically, the National Revenue Authority, where the Commissioner General is responsible for get license after you don't go through all processes. We get over 100 of their agencies. Then we membership within the trade chain. The supply chain, we are the largest constituent. We get close to 2,000 members, right? And we are located at the port, various ports in Sierra Leone, within the border crossing point and customs domain.
Now, people are ready to do business now in a sector, most time can get challenged. What's in the challenge where this sector really gets as on our way to work?
Well, firstly, this sector, people they take and say now for people who are intellectually inadequate. And this is a professional job where required competence, where required excellent service delivery. A lot of people not able to transform as the world they evolve and things and they change. We serve one for match up to international best practices and standards and follow the procedural processes set by WCO, the World Customs Organization, and the World Trade Organization. Because from time to time, they get reforms. For example, we are using the Asikuda World to Asikuda Plus Plus. Now we are going to Windows, one-stop shop, where they make work easy and reduce delay, the productive hours for the clearance in Sierra Leone.
Now, on Thursday, on the Punlado on a new name, but firstly, why the change of name?
The change of name, it came about because We also want forget certain facilities, and we want forget certain bargaining advantage. So with the change from an association to a union, this transition now an improvement in the framework of we in our custom brokers, because now we dey move on to the ACFA, when Association of Client Forwarding Agencies in Sierra Leone, to the Sierra Leone Custom Brokers Union. We mean say we don't get more advantage for advocates. We not only they facilitate trade or they help government, we also they serve as consultants when it comes to policy making, when it comes to preparing the financial statement or budget where they come every year. We they help government and tell government certain things that we them for improve on. So we accept they contribute to the economy.
Waiting at the time and also at the place where this launching effort take place.
This launching will take place na the new Brookfields Hotel, where they na Jomo Kenyatta Road, and at the 26th Thursday, the time na 10 a.m. We don't invite key and substantive stakeholders from various ministries, master sabi people them, where they na the economy, and also we don't invite other players them where they help for facilitate trade in Sierra Leone.
That's not the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Customs Breakers, Saidu Abbas Doumbia, inside the interview with Usman Kamara, USANC, the organization that supports the National Revenue Authority for a brigade couple and meet the revenue target. The program Namide show when it comes to inform the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We go welcome a studio guest, winner Piloya Grace Nola, winner the Executive Director for Hands-on Development and Social Transformation. A day for talk about what they don't do for reduce plastic waste inside Freetown. Good afternoon once more and welcome to the program Midday Show.
Good afternoon. My name, as rightly said, is Grace Nola Piloya. I'm the Executive Director and Founder for Hands-on Development and Social Transformation. We're a non-profit making organization that operates in Freetown, urban and western rural.
All right, so
it's non-profit, like I said. We are into water and sanitation, waste management, and advocacy.
All right, so let me start to look at what are the main mission and vision of the Hands-on Development and Social Transformation Organization.
The mission statement for the Hands-on Development and Social Transformation is a clean city. It's a clean Freetown, to be specific. Yeah.
All right, so how una go defend hands-on development?
Say again?
How una organization defend hands-on development?
How we defend?
Yes.
How we defend or how we defend?
How una defend?
Yes, we do a lot of resource mobilization. We do projects, proposal writing. We look for donor funding. And then we are into skills training that there are some sustainable things that we do to keep us running. Yes.
All right, so what are some of the key areas then this organization they focus on?
Our main focus right now is to reduce plastic pollution in Freetown, targeting 3 communities: Regents, Brookfields, and Lumley.
All right, so when they established this organization?
We established it in 2020. At the peak of when there was a lot of issues concerning plastic waste pollution in the slums, because I do a lot of research and surveys. So in one of my walks around Freetown, especially Susan's Bay, Calabar Town, and Crew Town and Crew Bay, then I noticed that there is a lot of issues that concerns plastic waste that if not properly managed, then it will become an issue to the country generally.
All right, so since una established this organization, what are some of the things them we una don't do?
We the work more so like where I can say also to target the communities, the vulnerable communities,
All right.
slums, the ghettos. We have done a lot of cleaning exercises. We have done a lot of advocacy. and we target persons with disabilities. We have done a lot of advocacy and distributions of food and non-food items to persons living with disabilities, especially the ones living on Pademba Road. Yes.
All right, so how many vulnerable community them will be on the target?
Currently, we are targeting 3,
Okay.
but we are going to scale it up.
The 3 community, and I say free to you so then they.
Yes, like I talked, it is Western Rural
Okay.
and Western Urban. When you say Western Rural, is this Brookfields, we are talking about Lumley, and we are talking about Calabar Town. Then we are talking about Waterloo, Regent, that is Western Rural.
All right, so currently, what are the initiative we want to implement right now?
Right now, hands-on development and social transformation with the support from the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, we are implementing a GPIP project. Okay. GPIP is like a Global Plastics Innovations Program, which is a global thing, and we were able to go through. We got the funding. That is what we are implementing. The title of the project is Reducing Plastic Pollution in Freetown. That's what we are implementing. It's a 6 months intervention that we just started in February. And we hopefully will go through it up to August, if my calculations are right.
All right, so how don't they engage local community them for implement this initiative we did talk about?
You know, when you want to get through with implementations, you engage a lot the communities. Okay. You engage the stakeholders. The people who are in the communities, they are the ones who own the projects, because like when you go through what we have already done so far, we have held several engagements with the stakeholders at Regent, the headman, the councillors, the village youth groups, the women's groups, the traditional leaders, and that's how we do. So before you ever come with any intervention in any community, you engage them, because you are targeting them. They're the beneficiaries. You don't just come and impose things on people like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to engage then community people there. So waiting don't be the response on.
Of course, it's welcoming, because nobody likes to see littered environment. It's so welcoming. They have overwhelmingly accepted the idea and the initiative, and they participate in it. And when you see one of our cleaning exercises, like in Regent, you'll see that is a community youth around that we normally mobilize for the cleaning. Okay. And we facilitate them. And we cash for work. When you come and clean, then we pay you.
All right, so how don't they measure impacts them on the initiative then don't they implement na the community them we they target?
It's really great. It's great. And you can see when you take a drive from here up to, maybe if you just go beyond, slightly beyond Regent, you will notice the difference. Okay. Yeah, you are going to notice the difference. Then we are not only doing that, we are embarking on a baseline survey that we have been able to solicit the services of some engineering firms to conduct a baseline survey, because we want to get an everlasting solution. That is, like, we want to construct, if we get the funding right, we'll construct catchment systems that will trap the plastics from getting into the water, into the sea. That's what we are doing. We are piloting.
All right, let me talk about the challenge them we on our organization don't they face for implement some of our projects them. What's the then challenges there?
The challenges are, like, say these projects of this nature needs a lot of logistics, the financial constraints, the logistical aspects of it, because it's like when you have mobilized people, then you have to you get the cleaning materials, the gum boots, the rain boots, the gears, the protective gears, the shovels, and then you also need to now link, after gathering the waste, now you have to link it to recycling plants. You don't just gather the waste and then you leave it there. It's like you've not done anything. So it's really challenging in terms of logistics.
All right, so how do you secure funding and resources for your programs?
Oh, well, now that's where I embark on a lot of fundraising. I look for funding from donors, especially now UNDP has come in handy. I'm also trying to look for partnerships from private investors, like telecom companies, although I've not gone through, but that's what I'm doing. I do a lot of lobbying and fundraising.
All right, the program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Don't forget to say you can be part of the program by way how you send text message to the number 077 981 981. The program na midday show where they look at another issue inside the program. The Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, don't say then go complete the Lungi Hotel Presidential Villa and Congress Center for meet up the ECOWAS Congress, which will happen inside June this year. It talk this, we go receive the building material them for build the hotel, Presidential Villa and the Congress Center, na Lungi, na Kafabulon Chiefdom, na Putloko District. For more on this, make we join a reporter, Fatu Bakpa.
Infrastructure, now one big part for the country in development strategy. As this then side the government in medium-term development plan, where this now for make movements easy through proper transport system and attract investment and same way improve the country economy. Part of this infrastructure development, now the Lungi Hotel Presidential Villas and Congress Center project, will cost about $124 million, where Parliament being ratified inside January 26 this year. And as this project on they begin, may government on go receive material them when they go need for do this construction work.
In Lungi Tarmac, International Airport Tarmac, and we can receive almost 63 tons of cargo items which is meant for the Congress Center as well as the Presidential Villa. Because for now the emphasis now forget the Congress Center completed as well as the Presidential Villa. Remind you, say His Excellency the President currently now the chairman for the heads of state of ECOWAS at the sub-region. And he get a constitutional authority for hosting colleagues there, which is the more reason why you will see say this plane don't come today with over 60,000 tons of super structures we get for support the roofing component of the Congress Center as well as the villa. So we there for can receive the item and for a certain say all waiting and provide to we are also being received.
You will then listen to the chairman for the Presidential Infrastructure Initiative, Dr. Edward Taylor, when they talk about the material them when they don't get for this project. And carry on for talk about when this project will end.
It has started for almost a month now, and with the envisage in the next 3 to 6 months, we could complete most of the milestones that we don't set aside. But for the Congress Center and that of the Presidential Villas, we hope for targets by June, by the middle of June. So maybe 3rd week of June, I'm sure we're going to see a transformative infrastructure. So we are very optimistic.
The Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, been talk about the reason why government decide for invest in this project.
We just got parliamentary ratification of the investment by FB Group funded through Vista Bank for rapid infrastructure development for a Congress facility with a hotel and presidential villa for the country. This is a very important, infrastructure, a gateway that showcases Sierra Leone's preparedness to receive people into the country, but also to host international conferences. I think it's an opener for this country.
After we don't receive the material, the Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, and in team, been go working at the construction site and talk about waiting the makeup of the construction process.
And I'm very pleased with FB Group. The pace of investments and building is very, very impressive. We've spoken to the engineers on site who are actually overseeing or providing government interests, and we've spoken to the FB Group engineers as well. I think the rate of building is very fast, but it's demonstrated we have a very tight timeline. We want to ensure that they can deliver the infrastructure by June, and then the rest of everything towards September, October in the year, 9 months. For them to be able to do this, we know what is happening in the world. There are supply shocks, shipments, logistical challenges because of the war in the Middle East, and that belt is really close. So it's the seriousness of the investor. FB Group, the EPC contract, is actually demonstrated by them. They are freighting through a cargo huge structures for actually progressing the building.
And whose commitment with the Freetown International Airport gets on this project? The country director for the Freetown International Airport, Ibrahim Sherif, been get this for say.
Well, our focus is to hit the schedule, that is June. So that's the reason why you've seen all what is happening today with the support of ministers and his team for us to be able to deliver this on time. And like Minister just said, it's a commitment by every group to make sure we deliver this project on time. And that is our focus. We are not focusing on anything, but just to deliver it. And that's why we've demonstrated by air freighting all this equipment here today to be able to meet that deadline.
What I expected,
Ibrahim Sherif end up say, then go work with people for CCA, they're able for done this project to the term where they be key when I June this year. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Fatunya Ngijigwa kwa the report.
The program na midday show really come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Pilua Grace Nola, winner the Executive Director for Hand-on Development and Social Transformation. A day for talk about within the organization don't do for reduce plastic waste na return. As we don't talk about some of the impacts them we una don't create. Now let me look at how una don't do work with government agency and also other body there for ensure see una raise awareness on plastic waste.
Mi fambule, una welcome back. Una kushe. We still they talk about plastics. Plastic pollution. Plastic, it come here for tail. Plastic no they go no side. It's a necessary evil. We no go condemn them. There's nothing like eliminate plastic pollution. It is reduce plastic pollution. Because when you see plastic, they use them on a daily basis, na household item, na household name. But the trend, how the plastic don't they take, if we not take time, it's going to unbog. It they pollute we water, it they pollute the environment, and you know say now they come with the flooding, they come with a lot of complications. And just the eyesores that we they get from the plastic litter also is not too good.
Right.
With a partner with first, of course, with anything where any organization they do, like Osoto, it just a compliment. It help the efforts of the government. The government is in front of everything. With a partner, with the like-minded MDAs, as Freetown City Council, because now they get the mandate for keep we city clean. But we they help them also. That's all with the partner with them, with the register with them. Then with the partner with EPA, when our environmental protection agency, because now they protect the government, the environment. Then with the partner like now UNDP. When you look at what UNDP does, it's so really commendable. UNDP is doing really good. It's doing great inside this country. UNDP with the partner with them. They are the donors. They did the fund they did advise they did a build with capacity on how to go about waste management.
All right, so what initiative approaches does the organization use to address social issues?
The social issues, when you say the names itself, they tell you say it is all hands on development and social transformation. When you develop, they eliminate a lot of social issues. You know, say the society, they get problems when the social aspect of it is not addressed. Because when you talk about waste, when you don't take care of the waste, it interfere with the social life. So we deal socially with the people on things that affect the society or the communities for that matter.
All right, so how una don't they ensure say development affects the one them way una the target?
How we they ensure? We they do a lot of monitoring. Okay. We they go over and we follow up so many things. Yeah, you don't just come with the projects then you implement it, you leave it there. There's a lot of follow-ups. We do a lot of reviews. When this one is not working, we try another one. When this other one is not working, we review and try another one. We look for what is really good for everybody.
So una can do any training or capacity building activity to community people?
Yes, we do. And we target women the more.
Why not women the more?
Or we camp waste. You know, say now with the woman they generate a lot of waste. Now from the kitchen, so they can begin from there. You buy you buy your things from the market. Now inside plastic, you can't destroy them anyhow. You know, say women now they regenerate most of the waste. So we target women the more.
All right, so what are the most pressing social issue where an organization currently they aim for tackle?
Apart from the waste management, the social aspect of it, we they also rehabilitate kush addicts.
Okay.
Yes, we they rehabilitate them, although the support, the resources is not very available, but that is something that I do on humanitarian background. Actually, me, I'm naturally a humanitarian.
Okay.
If I really want to help somebody, I don't look until I get paid, or I don't attach any benefits to it before I help. So, but that is also the other aspect of the organization, is to rehabilitate kush addicts. Yes.
All right, so which approach one are they use?
The approach is we did go through the therapists.
Okay.
They are counselors that we get their services, and then we have them to counsel them, because it's about counseling. We counsel them so that they can change, they can leave their ways of getting addicted and the rest of it. So with a link with addiction specialists to change the behaviors or the addiction of kush addicts, we do that.
All right,
Yeah.
continue for the week. Piloya Grace Nola, winner the Executive Director for Hand-on Development and Social Transformation. A day for talk about some of the things them way the organization don't do for reduce plastic waste na Freetown. Continue for the week inside the program as we go for a short music break.
We people they want for see wetin we dey do. We people they want for know wetin we dey say. Oh, we like we salon. Oh, we like we salon. Yes, we find beach. We get we sunshine. We get fine popo dem. We get fine titi dem. We get we diamond, bauxite and kimberlite. Get a day. Now for that make me tell you say, oh, we like we salon. 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 Dig it up. The
program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Piloya Grace Nola, we are the Executive Director for Hand-on Development and Social Transformation. A day for talk about how the organization don't reduce plastic waste na Freetown. As you don't talk about witness some of the team then we wanna don't they do. Now, what's the current state of plastic waste management na Freetown?
Plastic waste is a crisis, oh, my sister. Now crisis. It's a global crisis because when we go to the project where we implement, it's a GPIP, which when a global plastics innovations program. So if the globe itself don't look say plastic don't become an issue, and Salon is part of the globe.
Okay.
So anything when a globe issue is a global issue, then Salon go take part of the global crisis as well. So when we talk about the problem of plastics inside Freetown, I think Sierra Leone generally generates about 130,000 tons of plastics annually.
Okay.
You understand? And of the 130,000 tons of plastics, just not close to actually 8% gets recycled, which means that the bulk of it gets into our landfills. It goes into the environment. It goes into the water. It clogs the drainages. It is suffocating the sea. That's why, if you really watch carefully, the price of fish is also going up.
Okay.
Me, I just want to believe, say that the sea is getting suffocated. And say we have life after underwater. The fish needs freshness. So when the plastic doesn't decompose, it does not rot, then it means it is blocking the life under the water. So plastic has a lot of issues already in Freetown.
All right, so what are the main sources of plastic waste in the city?
The sachet water, then soft drinks, the rubber drinks, we use it on a daily basis. You see, it's coming from those sachet water, it's coming from the rubber drinks, all those things. Actually, plastic is everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. So you go to the street, you see it. In schools, you get it. In markets, they are there. On the beaches, it's littering the beach, and it's interfering with the tourism.
All right, so how does plastic waste impact the environment and public health in Sierra Leone?
Oh yes, it impacts a lot, my sister. Me, generally, the first thing that plastic is doing, it's driving away tourists. When people get to a beach and is littered with the plastics, black, white, all kinds of colors, and most people don't want to see litters. People don't like to sit near dirt. They don't like to sit near it because plastic does not rot, as I said, which means it blocks our drainages.
Okay.
When the drainages get blocked, then it means that flooding comes inside. When heavy rain comes, and there is that blockage in the drainages, then of course there's flooding, and we all know water get force. If it meets obstacles, it will always find ways, which means if breaking through people's homes, it will break. Those are blockages caused by these plastic things. And then down, where you don't block the waterway, the water becomes stagnant. And we know that stagnant water we know the flow, is a breeding ground for vermins, for mosquitoes. And mosquito, they come with malaria. Then the resultant effects is far-fetching.
All right, so how can community involvement contribute to reduce plastic?
Yeah, the community, until the waste generates right inside the community, it starts from the households.
Okay.
Then it is also their duty now to clear the drainages. Because like Regent, I mobilize the community people to do the cleaning. Yes.
Okay. The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We look at another issue inside the program. The Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Abdul Aziz Bawo, don't say the over 900 people with the Guinea authority return back to Salon, not get anything for the with deportation. Abdul Aziz Bawo talk. This is our inter with Radio Democracy. We immediately talk about the 900 Salon citizens we Guinea authority then return to Salon for Seka. We then say them people here not get legal documents for live na Guinea. It talk more to reporter Jaffaman Davis inside this interview.
Yes, as per the public notice where even the ministry put out, it's correct that we receive Sierra Leoneans from Guinea because of, some operations where the Guinean authorities they carry out, where they say they clear informal settlement. They hold a lot of people, try to identify whether this person. So the one them will produce legal documents, whether in a Sierra Leonean, whether in a Maldian, but if you get legal document, they release them. The one that will not show proper documentation, but we believe that we own citizens with the over Guinea. Both authorities work together for ensure the safe and dignified return of those people into Sierra Leone.
So how not confirm say them people in the way not get legal documents, then one and then a Sierra Leonean citizen then?
Well, I can say the authorities in Guinea, we get embassy in Guinea, we get other NGOs where they work together for ensure say every country receive a own. What would they talk about here? We don't confirm saying we are citizens. Whether they get documents, they not get documents, but your person are your person. So the one that when they come into Sierra Leone, now the one that we don't verify and assure saying are Sierra Leoneans.
So all of this, what do you mean?
It means say one, like the president always say, there's no place like home. Not only your own country is safe. Two, like we ambassador, Madam Sawane, on one part of press conference, we say, anytime you did Guinea or you did any other country, the first point of call na the embassy. Let them know say you did. And when you did any country, ensure say the document that where they show say if you stay there, you get them. This one not to targeted something saying as Sierra Leoneans the targets. Now operation where they carry out an immigration issue. So every Sierra Leonean out there, one, ensure you didn't any country, you go to the embassy, they regularize your status, they know say you did it. So if any issue happen, it is very simple for them able to deal with that kind of situation. But all that crowd where they're all, the one that we get document for the Guinea, they release them. They're about the normal business.
So over 900 Sierra Leonean citizens them as per the press release of the ministry. What are the status of the people they are now since they return?
Well, we don't receive them. We come here border. Like I tell you, the safe and dignified return into the country. Now we ensure now that they come safely and respectfully. And we ensure say now with respect. That is why we have done everything like Guinea. For ensure say, you don't treat them anyhow. You don't jail them. Somebody can regularize and go back because some man you don't use for day. But because you don't get paper for now, they say let it come back. It don't mean say now deport, they don't deport you forever in England, they don't ban you for good. No, you can come back and regularize and go back. You are safe to be in any other country by international standards. But there are also rules and regulations where they show say you 14 at this country. When once you meet if somebody else want trample on the rights now, the international bodies can't interfere. But if you don't get documents, you don't have any case.
With this, just recently we see how Salon and Guinea we get issue we be happening at the border and soldier man be arrested. Now citizens don't be returned from Guinea. All of the events that were on the happen. Citizens for be worried?
No, but I just don't need to worry because even that one with border issues, not to isolated issue. Across the world, people where they share border always can get a half in them. But this incident will happen, not get nothing to do with the previous incident of border issues. But then two cases are so much apart, not to disinform this. Even the communique was signed, I will see how they open up trade, commerce between Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. So diplomatically, we are above that, not to a recipe of this. Now just say, okay, like today, Salon can say, okay, all they have here, the law will look at what they happen there. If you go there, you see people there where you don't sabi, where you not pleased with, and they not get documents, not based for anything, you can say, okay, even if you say you're not Guinea, if you say you're not Liberian, because you not get document, go first like your country.
So a lot of talking points, a lot of issues, they are the public now where people don't talk about when it comes to this issue. From the ministry perspective, what are the message to the public with regards to this issue?
So there is no tension between Sierra Leone and Guinea. What would advise every Sierra Leonean is one, no place like home. That is why the president is saying that we live in peace and national cohesion because Salon Naina Yon. So we were in now the country, they will not take us anything. Trade between Sierra Leone and Guinea, they still continue. Amongst the lot of people where they arrest, more than these people, not just 942 people, the whole. The one that always they get paper, they still the Guinea, then they go about their normal business. So this one they will receive. Now that person will even able show why the Guinea. You know get something ID card self, you know get we own, you know get their own, this and that. And no country they accept that somebody just in a country they pass, you know get document. And not me say because it is real, you know get your national ID card, you know get passport, you pass freely. Now because I had them body. But if you did not other person in country, document they will for sure say you did it. If you not get on, they get right. That not to any problem.
The Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education, Abdul Aziz Bawo, inside the interview with Jaffaman Davis, also say the over 900 people with the Guinean authority return back na Salone, not get anything for the with deportation. The program na midday show where they come to from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get we studio guest, we na Piloya Grace Nola, we in the executive director for hand-on development and social transformation. A therefore talk about how the organization done the work for reduce plastic waste na Freetown. Now we don't talk about the current status of plastic waste inside Freetown. Let we look at what are some of the things them way on don't they do for ensure say on reduce plastic waste na the city.
Yeah, una kushe once more. We still there. What are the things they where we they do for make sure say the amount of plastics go down small? One, now the physical collection. We they collect some through the cleaning exercise. We they collect. Where we collect, you don't just collect everything because you know say where dirty where people they dump waste, they dump them anyhow. The food items aspect of it, the ones that they where they rot. Okay. Then there is the plastic. Then we they sort. There is what they call sorting. We they sort it at source. The one which is plastic, we they put them a different place. Then the one where when a food items, we also put it another side. You know, say the one where they rot. You know, say they rot, then it gets into the soil. Then we now link the plastics. We link it after collecting. We link it to those who do recycling. But we are also looking for support and funding that if we can able get a recycling plant, a machine that can do that recycling, it's also good. Then we are also training women on how to repurpose. Repurposing means we want to get into making tiles out of plastics, but we have not gone into that. But we want to get into it because we want to make good use of plastics. Instead of just littering the place, we can make good use of it. You know, people use tiles. I have partners who are involving into making tiles out of plastics, paving tiles. Then we are training people into that. Yes, more so women and youth. You know, say the issues always affect these two groups of people.
All right, so how can social transformation influence people's attitude towards plastic waste?
Yeah, the social aspect of it is that through the awareness raisings that we do, we sensitize people, we train people on how to manage waste or plastics for that matter. Then when you have that awareness that when I dump this one here, then it closes the drainages, then you change, your attitudes change, your behaviors also change. The next time you want to throw something, you have that conscience, say no, la no left from here. You then inside public transport, you won't heap a plastic bottle inside. You go think say no, la no left from here, la manager. So it changes people's attitudes.
All right, so what successful models of plastic waste reduction have been implemented locally in the city?
This by us or by just anybody else?
Yes, by your organization or by another.
Or by partners. There are so many people who are involving in repurposing of plastic products. They're like, I have implementing partners that we all are implementing the same GPIP funded by UNDP. We have Alpha Tech, we have Livelihood in Pojano, we have organizations are making pavement tiles out of plastics. Actually, they're doing that. Then we are training also women on how to use a mask, baskets, hats, and bags out of plastics. We are training women into that. There are so many organizations that are involved in that, but the issue is the resources. The resources not really.
So how effective are these models?
Yeah, it works. It's working well. Yeah.
All right, the program Namide Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Continue for the between inside the program as we look at another issue. According to the team lead Nawashnet Salon, Musa Ansumana Sokosi, one census report with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education do show see but 21% of school them in the country not get access to water. It took this in our national stakeholders workshop where WashNet all for develop strategy for the head of state initiative on water and sanitation at the country. I'll be the part of this engagement and put this report together. WashNet na organization we don dey coordinate and ensure clean water supply, proper sanitation facility, and for promote hygiene and vulnerable community in the country. This organization don dey work with government agency, development partner, and local community them for implement program, policy, and initiative them where they reduce waterborne disease, improve public health, and promote sustainable wash practice. Now for sake of this make WashNet don hold one national stakeholder workshop for develop advocacy strategy for the head of state initiative on WashNet Salon. The team lead for WashNet, Musa Ansumana Soko, talk more about this engagement.
We work Naya today now for able for make sure say we bring duty bearers them together. Decision makers in government, water resources, Ministry of Health, the Electricity and Water Regulatory Commission, the National Water Resources Management Agency, EPA, and whole lot of other players we get for do with access. We also invited local councils, district wash engineers, the health superintendents for able for come and really look at what are some of the key challenges when it comes to access to sustainable wash services and how that's supposed to also improve outcomes for health. So the essence, we don't become part of the Health of State Initiative. The Health of State Initiative are part of the Sanitation and Water for All partnership. And that for make sure say we're able to place water supply and sanitation at the heart of development. We also get for aim at the level of the presidency as the highest executive basically in the country. Because we don't talk for too long, but the question is, have we been talking to the right people? Because the challenges continue to persist. So the Health of State Initiative, now one way come at the global level to make sure say we're able to place water supply and sanitation at the heart of the presidency.
Musa Ansumana Soko continue for talk about the status of water and sanitation na school in the country.
So the audit service report of 2024 already come out very clearly saying healthcare facilities and they will go months without access to water supply service. And guess what? It is very risky for Belle woman. It's very risky for picking them, as well as me and you when they use the healthcare facilities for we own well-being. And so infection prevention and control measures then will be very low if water supply not there, na then facilities then they. We get 21% of the schools there nationally will not get access to water supply services. It means say 416,000 kids them when they go school every day in this country they at risk because they not get access to water supply and sanitation service. And so we no need further evidence for able to justify why we need to take action now. We no need further evidence for go and do research. We don't even need research because the evidence is clear. It is see we now we face and we come in contact with them on a daily basis. And so it is now time to act. And one time we were able to act more vividly because we don't wait for too long. And if we continue for wait, the cost for inaction is very, very significant. Already government, they lost 5% of GDP annually to water-related illness. Why we not go prevent, and make use of that 5% of GDP, into other areas they make it also for progressively improve and advance the education of the girl child as well as picking them.
Inside Iyun talk, the acting chairman for the Committee on Water Resources na Parliament, Honorable Charles Abdullahi, talk about what government don't do for improve access to water and sanitation at the country.
A lot of initiatives have been put to support the wash activities and it continues. Anytime I have an opportunity of making a statement on the wash initiatives, I always say water is life. That tells you how important this kind of program is important to our lives, and as a government, we are very, very supportive of any initiative that can strengthen wash activities. Of course, the WashNet is supporting the waste management in rural areas. We'll be supporting waste management, looking also at whatever strengthening wash activities. And as the Parliament also, I want to commit that will be with us in supporting this process.
The National Wash Officer at the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, Abubakar Sanko, talk about the status of water and sanitation at the country.
The surface water, it shows that we're at 15.4% on improved water supply. It shows that we currently have 18.3%, meaning that 1.38 million people have access to unprotected water sources, unprotected dog well, unprotected spring, etc. For limited water supply, as a country, we're still at 3.7%, meaning that 0.28 million people have access to good water source, and collection time exceeds 30 minutes. For basic water supply as a country nationally, we still at 52.0% safely managed water supply, which is the goal for us all by 2030, which is the SDG 6 that we're looking forward to. We're still at 10.6%. And for sanitation service level as a country, currently we're still at 25% open defecation practices, meaning that we still have 1.8 million people that defecate or dispose feces in the open fields, forests, bushes, open bodies of water, etc.
Abubakar Sanko end up say the Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation will continue for work with different body them for CC the improve water and sanitation at the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mastan Swari the report. The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Piloya Grace Nola, winner the Executive Director for Hand-on Development and Social Transformation, where they are for talk about within the organization, don't they do for reduce plastic waste na Freetown. As we don't talk about the current status of plastic waste inside the city now, let's look at the challenges them we presently we get to do with plastic issue.
Yeah, the plastic management or the pollution management is still challenging because, like I said earlier on, out of the 1,030 tons of plastics that the country generates, and you know, say Freetown is the hub of almost everything, which means the bulk of the 130 is inside Freetown. And there is no recycling going on. It's just a small percentage, or we know they reach 10%. Globally, there is also only 10% being recycled. So the Sierra Leone is nowhere closer to that, which means we really have issues with the plastics management because we are not recycling it. There's few recycling plants that is overwhelming. It's not reachable, first of all. Then waste generally needs a lot of logistics. Like you see now at the moment, the farms where they collect dirty generally now private companies. And you know, say this is a business the DEPA. So it's not really it's not so effective. The strategies used, the methods of waste management in Freetown is not really so proper. You understand? Because if you take a ride even for go na Ferry Junction, you see how Bome is overwhelming already. It's choke. It don't choke. When the smoke that comes from that place alone is polluting the atmosphere. You see, so we don't even have that proper management, waste management. It's really, really challenging. So even as now, what we are doing at the moment is, you know, it's only this funding that has made us maybe to begin doing something, but it's really challenging in terms of logistics.
All right, so how effective are current waste collections?
It may only be effective when you have the logistics. Like I said, it's being managed by private companies, private waste management collectors, like Masada. It's not a government thing because, the government is also trying through the local council, but it's also challenging, my dear, because look at fuel prices. Look at, in terms of transportation, you go collect them well, but the transport for take them now, the dumping site is another problem, you see.
All right, so how can innovation and technology aid in managing plastic waste?
No, innovations go a long way because if I may really have a say in this whole thing, if we need to find a solution to plastic, then all these plastic companies that are manufacturing company, then they attach recycling plants when you are like Masada, not to Masada, like Shankadas and Milatang, I'm not saying they're doing bad, because at the end of the day, they're also employing so many people. Let them attach. If you are manufacturing plastic products, attach a recycling plant to it. In that, so there is a recyclability that you manufacture, then it has to be recycled. Let not end up at single end use plastics, like it gets into the drains, it ends up in the markets. No, we are trying to advocate for recyclability, that we can make something out of the products. Yeah.
All right, so what policy measures are needed to support plastic waste reduction efforts?
What policy, what? Come again?
Measures are needed to support plastic waste reduction efforts.
We can only reduce at the moment. Like I said, it's not going to be, we are not going to wake up one day and ban it completely. Anyway, we look at systems that worked in Rwanda, and we know also if Rwanda survived it, then maybe one time we are also reaching there. But until that time, we are still here to deal with plastics. So the only thing is the government should come up with maybe policies and laws that says, okay, when you are manufacturing plastic products, then you have to attach it to a recycling plant. Come with a recycling plant. So much as you also manufacture and reduce it through recycling, you're also creating jobs for these vulnerable societies.
All right, so what steps should be prioritized to achieve a cleaner and healthier Freetown?
Recycling more, because plastic is here to stay yet. Now embark on recycling. Yeah.
All right, plenty thank you for where you join me inside the program today. Pilua Grace Nola, winner executive director, hand-on development and social transformation. Plenty thank you for where you join me today inside the program midday show. Well, Fambul, now this edition of the program midday show Kulefi for today. Plenty thank you to my producer, Michael Sambola and Theodora Arena, and plenty thank you to DJ Lulu for in technical support, and Fatmata Samora we make on Asibi Life na Facebook. May we bring this edition of the program. May the show come to you. My name is Namastan Sware.